Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to start singing some things, and we would love for you to join us. And this first thing is something I think most of you have at least heard. And it is written as a two-part round, and we're going to do it that way. So feel free to sing the part the person next to you is not singing. Sing anything, almost anything at all, and it will just make pretty sound. I am remembering who I am. Sing that with me. I am remembering who I am. And the other part is I am remembering. I am remembering. All together. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. Breathe. Yum. All right, we're going to do one that's very different. And now for something a little different. So we're going to do a thing with tracks, and it's a sing-along, and we'll sing it, and you'll get it, and it's really, really fun. Are you really up for fun? Yes. Oh, look.
All right.
Eli has got you ready.
We heard about y'all. You like to sing and move and all that good stuff. So
Here we go. just like this. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. That's it. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Yeah. Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
I know that.
I know that.
Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Yeah. When I'm down,
When I'm down,
turn to you.
turn to you.
When I'm down,
When I'm down,
pull me through.
pull me through.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. See?
All alone, feeling broken, I don't know where to go. Got a feeling if I'm willing, Spirit's opening the door. So I'm asking, passing time while I'm crashing in a last sad gasp of confusion, and it's slow. A little knowing that won't let go. Can't ignore it, and you know I won't, cause it's growing in the open. No more hoping now. Spirit holds my soul and says you gotta let me love you now. You are worthy of this love, so why not let me love you now? You are worthy of this love. Yeah.
I surrender
I surrender
every little thing.
every little thing.
I surrender.
I surrender.
Hear me sing.
Hear me
Hear me
sing.
sing. Gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. Gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of this love. I am worthy of this love. Yes, I am worthy of this love.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. All right. So we have another song, and we've got things for you to do. This one has moves. Can you handle that? Moves. All right. So you're gonna echo me on the chorus, and it's like this. We're gonna clarify, magnify, and then I say occupy, and you say occupy your faith, not your face, although feel free to occupy your face. So let's put those together. So we're gonna clarify, magnify, occupy your face, and then we're gonna glorify, testify, fortify your faith. Beautiful. That's part 1 of 17 parts. You ready? Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Part 2.
There's really only 2.
There's really only 2, and the other part is that you're going to sing. I think you're up for that, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
thinking, yeah.
so repeat after me. In the song, we'll do it all together, but repeat after me. Fortify,
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 fortify your faith.
fortify your faith,
Fortify.
fortify,
And then you can do a little move here. Fortify.
fortify,
Yeah. Fortify your faith.
fortify your faith.
That is it.
That's it.
You are
All
so
right.
good.
Yeah. Okay, y'all
Here we
ready?
go.
Here we go.
Fortify, fortify, fortify your faith. Fortify, fortify, fortify your faith.
All right. I got moves, and I'm not afraid to use them, so. When I was a child, a little bitty baby child, I didn't believe in nothing.
Yeah.
Faith is for suckers, I told myself. People who are weak, people who need help. But all around me, everyone would say, you gotta believe, you gotta pray. Believing in nothing ain't no way. Here's what you gotta do each and every day. You gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith. And then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith.
Oh, you got to fortify your faith. Yes.
fortify, fortify, fortify your faith.
Oh, yeah. Time went on,
Hey.
and I grew up. I started to question. I said, what's up with my life, the world, the universe, and how things work? Why am I here? Tell me now, what's my worth? I started to notice synchronicities and a power beyond what I could see. Next thing I knew, I heard Spirit say, here's what you gotta do each and every day. You gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith, and then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith.
Oh, you got to fortify, fortify, fortify your faith. Yes, you got to fortify, fortify, fortify your faith. Oh,
You can do
you can do it.
it stronger.
Make it stronger. Come on, pay attention. There's no need to wait. Fortify, 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 fortify your faith.
Now I know.
Now I know.
Now I see.
Now I
The
see.
faith is so much bigger than me.
bigger than-
It starts in the heart and grows and grows. Where it stops, God only knows. So if you're down, if you're blue,
If you're
remember that Spirit is bigger than you. Let it hold you, take you, shape you. And here is all you have to do. You gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith, and then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith. Oh yeah, you gotta clarify, magnify, occupy your faith, and then you gotta glorify, testify, fortify your faith.
Fortify, you got to fortify your faith. You've got to fortify your faith. Hear it again, you've got to fortify. Fortify your faith.
All right, thank you. We invite you all now to greet each other and say hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Look at all you lovely people, folks, sharing the love on this beautiful day. I'll invite you to take your seats and you can resume during the social hour. How's that? So, welcome everyone. A grand rising and welcome to everyone to our Sunday celebration service here at Center for Spiritual Living Santa Cruz. If you haven't already, please make sure your phones are on silent. A special welcome to those of you watching on YouTube and Facebook. We're so glad that you chose to join us this morning. Whether you're here in person or online, welcome to the center. My name is Leah Simone Reed. My pronouns are she, her, and my ancestors come from Ireland and Italy. We have a very special morning planned for you today. Our message and music, if you didn't notice, will be delivered through Reverend Dr. Melissa Felipe and Reverend Z. Egloff. They're our good friends, but I'll tell you a little bit more about them. Reverend Dr. Melissa Felipe and Reverend Z. Egloff are longtime students and teachers of consciousness and transformation. They are both ordained ministers with Centers for Spiritual Living, holding master's degree from Holmes Institute. Z also holds a master's in spiritual psychology, and Melissa an honorary doctorate for her contributions to the field of New Thought music. Yeah. Melissa and Z are the founders of Oh My God Life, an online and traveling ministry. They are at their virtual home, ohmygodlife.com. They offer videos, music, books, classes, and more. I highly recommend checking that out. You ever have a chance to do an online Enneagram class with Melly and Z? Sometimes they do them online, right? Yeah? It's the best. Okay. And I know that because I'm a 7. Okay. They also speak and perform and facilitate workshops and retreats nationwide. Yay. Welcome, Melly and Z. Woo. And they will be supported by our CSL band with the voice of Valerie Byrne and Lauren Dechtenberg on the keys. Woo. What a blessing we have today. And we also have Chaplain Cheryl Stromstad Snyder leading our spiritual practice, and practitioner Shira Stone will be holding us in prayer throughout the service. Please stay today after service for social hour and potluck. Thanks to everyone with last names G through L for bringing food today. Next week, everyone with last names M through R, you're up. Today is also birthday Sunday, so there's cake. Yay! And then, after all that, you're going to want to stay today and every second Sunday for Spirit Sounding Through Us at 12:30 with Shira Stone. And you know, it never stops happening here. You're going to have to come back after you go and do your little other things for the Felton Kirtan Circle at 3:30. Woo! Always here, upcoming at the center. Our annual meeting of the members will be held next Sunday, May 19th, right after social at 12:15, and it's going to be both in person and online. So if you are a member of CSL, please do come. There's business to be done and taken care of, and so you can watch online or be here in person. And, exciting, another more, join Reverend Grace Lovejoy's Just for Fun reading group beginning tomorrow at 7 o'clock, Exploring the Pages of Ishmael by Daniel Quinn. On Sunday, June 2nd, pay attention, we're not going to be here. We're going to be downtown celebrating Pride. So it starts with Interfaith Pride service at 9:30, and then we'll all gather together at 11 to do the Pride Parade. Don't come here. We'll not be here. We'll be downtown with a big banner. It's going to be so fun. Last year was our first time really participating as a group, and I even met some of you there for the first time. So it's a great community activity. So come join us and march with us. The Felt Street Flea Market is back for 4th Saturdays starting from May through September. And I can tell you from experience, it takes lots of volunteers to put this together. So if you're available any of those Saturdays, 4 Saturdays, for whatever, there's opening positions, closing positions, eating donuts, barbecue, music, that kind of thing, please send an email to Becky, B-E-C-K-Y, at cslsantacruz.com. There's so much happening here, like Monday meditation, body awakening yoga, body wise, and qigong. I could like just go on all day with all the stuff that happens every day here. But you can stay up to date yourself by signing up to get our e-news. You can also find our weekly e-news on our Facebook page and all the calendar on our website. So visit our website at cslsantacruz.org to see the full calendar. Practitioners and ministers are available for prayer after service. Whether you have a heavy heart, something to celebrate, or just want to receive, it's their joy to pray with you. You can also put prayer requests in the prayer box in the foyer or email prayer@cslsantacruz.org. I'm going to invite Chaplain Cheryl up to lead us in our spiritual practice.
Good morning. So please join me this morning for the mission, purpose, and vision statements. And it should be posted up here very shortly on the board, on the TV. Let's say this together mindfully. Our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Our vision is a world that works for everyone and all life on earth. We are a community dedicated to possibility. We stand with all of the centers for spiritual living around the world, grounded in the knowing that the teachings of Ernest Holmes speak directly to liberty, equality, equity, inclusion, human rights, compassion, safety, self-determination, and spiritual living. For that reason, we are unambiguously in support of the lives of Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Unambiguously in support of gender equity and equality. Unambiguously in support of LGBTQI+ lives. And unambiguously in support of women being sole decision makers about their lives, well-being, dignity, and choices. Yes. Ashe. Okay, now please take a moment to feel the ground beneath your feet. And take a deep breath in. And so we begin our morning by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is the unceded territory of the Awaswas-speaking Upi tribe, the Amamutsan tribal band. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor the ancestral and current struggle of the original people of this land. Thank you. I received a reading this morning from a good friend. And being Mother's Day, there's lots of emotion that goes through this day in particular. And the reading that he sent me was, "Today we gather with all mankind, realizing the miracle of childhood and all its experiences. Shall we choose to believe the miracle of God's gifts, to imagine the creation of a child, and just how we nourish our children for life, to always be the light and safe place for all, to return home in our minds, and hold close to a profound naturist gift of our beloved moms. May we gather in spirit, may we proceed forth, all being love, expanding our path of love and joining the world in the dream of all mothers to imagine their children living fully expressed and being love in action." Take a breath. Sweet Spirit, infinite wisdom, divine intelligence, there is a power for good that moves through all life. There is a presence and a purpose for every single one of us, that we are all a miraculous creation of the divine, that none of us are throwaways. We all are a blessing. We all are fully infused with spirit, with the source of life, the spark of the divine. That power and presence and wisdom that is the divine is ours to use, to express through, to learn from, to learn with. And today, especially on Mother's Day, we bless all of those who are affected by their mothers, impacted by their mothers, who are loved by their mothers, who have been challenged by their mothers, who have mothers in many different forms. There's no one that is left behind in this very day. Many of us have had mothers that have moved on, made their transitions. And there's always that feeling, that gap that is missing in our lives, to not have them physically with us. And yet the memories we have are so blessed. The conversations we have in our mind with our mothers continue long after they've left us. How blessed we have been to have those relationships. And for those that have had less loving relationships and with their mothers, be blessed for the gifts, the lessons that they have given you, and move into a state of forgiveness, of love, knowing that they have all walked their own journeys, doing the best they can do, no matter what the circumstance. There are so many different stories, so many different circumstances. We cannot understand all of them, and yet we embrace them all, for there is one common theme, and that is the love of a mother, the blessings of a mother. And so on this day, we stand in absolute gratitude, in profound love for every single one of us who are mothers, who have mothers, whose mothers have passed, whose mothers have left. Let's take a deep breath and ground ourselves in the knowing and the blessing of the divine spirit that moves through all of us. Do not forget the truth of who you are. Do not forget that you are spirit walking in human form. Do not forget that you are a blessing just by taking your first breath as a baby. And that breath continues with you even unto now. God is good all the time. That infinite wisdom and grace is moving through each one of us. And if you've walked in this door and you're confused and feeling separated from your good, come to us. We hold you in prayer. We hold you in the knowing that you are not separate. You are one with all that is. And we hold you in divine love. We embrace you. We uplift you in love. And so, sweet Spirit, today I ask for the blessings upon all that are present here and all that are with us on live stream. And especially, we are blessed with the musicians that have joined us today, for Melissa and Z, for their loving energy and their presence. We are so grateful for all that it takes to get this program going, this church service going. Let's take a deep breath. Yes. And we thank you, God. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Cheryl. That was beautiful. Oh, well, we are happy to be here. Thank you to Reverend Eli for inviting us back, and also we're grateful that they're getting a Sunday off, getting a little bit of a break. Okay, so we've got another song that has a spoken word chorus, and I'd love for you to join me. This one is super easy. It goes like this. Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love. That's it. And it's got moves, which are really nice to be aware of, opening to that love energy. And the part where this comes in is slightly tricky, so you're going to listen for where I say, hush, little baby, because there's just this love, like that. All right. That's it. Here's something that isn't true. There aren't 24 hours in a day. I mean, there are, but only because we say so. Because thousands of years ago in ancient Egypt, someone stuck a stick in the ground to watch the shadows to try and measure the arc of a day. And don't get me started on this trip called time, the trippity-slippity thing that doesn't exist in the first place. I ain't no Einstein, but I tell you what, there's only one thing that's ever stuck that doesn't need a stick in the ground for me to trust it. Hush, little baby, 'cause there's just this love.
Love,
Is the only truth,
love,
and the only truth is love. Again, love
love
is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
When I let go of all that I believe, what is left is true. Release the stories of things I see, and all I see is you. In the spaces between starlight, in the shelter of the dark, in the memories of sweet goodbyes, the beating of my heart. It's you. All that is you.
Here's something else that isn't true. What we call love, right? There's a guy at work, you don't even know his name, but you're sure he's the one who can satisfy that need that hurts and howls and wants what's real, till you find out he's married or gay or not gay and can't give you anything but need and more need. See, love doesn't ask, love only answers, and the answer is always yes. I don't know much, but I tell you what, there's only one thing that ever stuck that doesn't need anything for me to trust it. Hush, little baby, 'cause there's just this love.
Love,
Is the only truth,
love,
and the only truth is love. Love
love,
is the only truth,
love.
and the only truth is love.
When I let go of all that I believe, what is left is true. Release the stories of things I see, and all I see is you. In the spaces between starlight, in the shelter of the dark, in the memories of sweet goodbyes, the breaking of my heart. It's you. All that
Together,
is
love is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
all that
Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love. Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love.
all that
Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love. Love is the only truth, and the only truth is love. And the only truth is love, right? We come here and we feel that. And then sometimes, I don't know about you, sometimes it's harder to get there, right? It's harder to feel that love for others and love for ourselves. So that's what we want to talk about today on this Mother's Day, is how do we get to love for ourselves and for others when it's difficult to get there? Does that sound good? Yeah, okay. Melissa is going to get us started with love for ourselves. Melissa?
Have you ever been triggered? Oh, I'm not the only one. That is awesome. So, like someone cuts you off on the freeway, I take that personally, like as if, or someone is in front of you in the 10-item speedy checkout aisle, and they have 13 items in their basket. And you leave, and you get in the car, and you're still feeling it, right? Am I the only one? So I used to live my life like that. Triggered. Everything triggered me. Everything triggered me. That was me. I was trigger happy. Minus the happy. Yeah, trigger unhappy, I don't know. So after all my years of studies, because I'm wise like that, I have done a lot of work on myself and Centers for Spiritual Living, lots of therapy and recovery, coming up on 35 years in July. Woo! And Toltec work and like that. And so I've done all this work, and I have come to decide that there is one phrase that sums up what I have learned. Would you like to hear it? Yes. If we are feeling toxic bad, we are believing a lie. If you are feeling toxic bad, you are believing a lie. There's 2 steps. You're telling yourself a lie and you're believing it. So I like to say here that I'd like to give a little shout out to grief. Because grief, I like to say it's like its own little island. Grief is like its own little island because it will have its way with you whether you are up for feeling it or not. And it's random how it does it. It's like there, and then it's gone, and then it's back, and then woo, it's just this like roller coaster ride. You're at the boardwalk. Grief. Grief is its own little island, okay? And what I have found for myself is that even in grief, when I really fully surrender and allow all my feelings, I wouldn't say that I would describe it as toxic bad. Got a different flavor, thus its own little island. Okay, but other things, what do we do with that? Like, okay, great, Melissa, you're saying this is really great. I'm believing a lie. Well, that's great. What's the lie? And where's the truth? So what we do is we find the lie and we look on the flip side to find the truth. That makes sense, right? And again, like, what is she talking about? Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. Years ago, I was doing this kind of sort of thing by myself, and everyone go, oh, I know, because it was so sad. Anyway, I didn't know how good it could be with Z, but I was traveling all the time, and back then, I still got communication from my bank and stuff from mail, actual snail mail. So I was gone for weeks, and I got home to a stack of notices from my bank. And when I opened them, I discovered that I had, when I was home the time before, I had done bookkeeping, and I'd entered a deposit twice. And back then I had debt. I don't have debt anymore, but I did then. And I decided what a great opportunity to pay down one of my debts. And so I did. Only the money was not in the bank. It was a fantasy in my head. So I had $650 in fees from this experience, which they would not reverse, because they said actually that it was my fault. Can you imagine? So I was a mess. Talk about triggered. I was a mess. And I couldn't get myself out, even though at the time I had done all this work. I was in practitioner training, and I was also in deep training as a Toltec mentor at the time. And I mean, like, I knew the truth. I knew I'm a divine being. I know all that's good, but I couldn't get there. I could not get there. So one particular day, I said to my then husband, that's another story. I said to my then husband, I'm just going to go do this meditation. So we do this meditation still. We call it recapitulation, transformation, radical transformation. So I'm just going to be like half hour, maybe 20 minutes, and I got to move this thing along. 90 minutes later, I come out, and I am in a state of shock. And he takes one look at me and says, "Whoa, what happened to you?" And I said, I feel like this is so odd to say on Mother's Day, but here it is. I said, I just realized that my mother hates me. And he said, "You are only just figuring this out?" He said, "Your mother says horrible shit to you, stuff to you all the time, and not to your siblings, just you." And I went, "Well, that's true, but I don't know, didn't like translate for me until today." So when I was growing up, my mother used to say to me, "You were the best fight I ever lost with your father." I know, see, everyone gets it. I think it's so great you all figured out. I never got that until that day doing that meditation, like, oh, that made me think bad things. Now I know, in reality, my mother, all those years telling me I didn't want another kid, I didn't want you to come. And what was true was she didn't know it would be me. It wasn't me she didn't want. It was going through the stuff of a baby again and all that. Any of y'all who are mothers, any mothers, grandmothers in here? Thank you for your service. It is a lot, and she didn't want to do it again. So she was really telling me, like, now I'm glad you came, but I didn't hear that part. But what's on the flip side? What I discovered that day in that meditation, because I saw that, and then I saw the truth on the flip side. And the truth on the flip side is, Spirit wanted me, my dad wanted me, and Spirit wanted me. And if you are sitting here still breathing, Spirit wants you right now. Every breath we take is the evidence that Spirit wants us here. Us. Take it personally. You. Right? So you can imagine that finding that truth kind of changed my life a little bit. Going from not believing that to believing, actually, I deserve to be here. Because under all the lies, I think it pretty much almost always comes to, I am not worthy, I don't deserve to be here, I'm not enough. So to decide that day to realize, oh, I am enough, I am worthy, and I am deserving, completely changed the trajectory of my life. And now here I am with Z. Yay! The best part. So I have this mantra that I say to myself all the time. I want you to repeat it after me. I stand in unapologetic confidence. I stand in unapologetic confidence. Knowing the truth of my divine nature. Knowing the truth of my divine nature. That is always going to be what you find on the flip side, because that's the truth. That is the truth. That is the love is the only truth. Truth. There's that Verizon guy. Remember the Verizon guy? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Whenever I start to get triggered, like the old days now, I ask myself, can I love me now? Can I love me now? Yes, you can. Yes. More and more today, when I'm triggered into gratitude. I'm triggered into joy. I have So much fun. Thank you, Leah. On Friday, we had so much fun. Just taking me to get a haircut. I mean, it's the little things, but it was like a party. Woo! We had a blast. And I get triggered into happy, and I'm actually trigger happy. So that's our invitation for you today. If you are triggered, look for the lie, check the flip side, find the truth, and become trigger happy. Z.
All right, so we're looking for the lie, and we're checking on the flip side. I'm going to take it up a notch and do this with other people, in relationship to other people, and to do so I have a little story that I affectionately call the spiritual retreat from hell. Would you like to hear it? Yes. Okay, so check it out. This was 15 years ago. Melissa and I went to a spiritual retreat, participated in the spiritual retreat. It was held at a hotel, and the first night we all get together and join in the common room to do some opening exercises. I'm feeling a little shy to be there because I didn't know anyone there. I only knew Melissa. And also, I should mention, this was a women's retreat. Now, I am gender rich, whole lot of gender going on. My pronouns are they, them, or she. I mean, they. Shit, I'm so sorry. I mean, just try. That's all I ask. Just try. So I was born into the body of a little girl, but the girl category never really fit, but neither did the boy category. So nowadays, if someone says, "Are you a boy or a girl?" I say, "Yes." Or, "Do I look like I know?" I mean, really, right? And I have known this about myself for decades, right? But there wasn't language. There wasn't room. I am so grateful to the younger generation for articulating, for allowing space for gender to just be so much more than we ever thought it was, right? And here I am now, so good with all of it. But 15 years ago, I was still newer to owning my gender and my gender expression. And so at this women's retreat, I was like, do I belong? Like, should I even be, should I even be here? All this stuff, right? So I was kind of nervous. But at this opening event, I'm like, okay, it seemed fine. Nobody screamed. I mean, women's bathrooms, I've had screaming and not in a good way, So, yeah. So it's okay. I think it's going to be all right. So everyone who is doing this retreat is at the same hotel. So Melissa and I go back to our rooms the first night. And Melissa goes right to sleep. I'm kind of still coming down from everything, so it's taking a while. And then I realize, oh wow, the walls are kind of thin, so I can hear the people in the next room. And I'm hearing them talking, and I'm realizing, oh, it's women's voices. Oh, it sounds like they're from the retreat as I hear them, what they're saying. And then I realized they're talking about me. Yeah. So it's one of them in particular. So this one voice is saying, I don't understand why she has to look like that. And I don't understand why, if she hates men, she has to look like one. Okay. Yeah. So we all know that people talk about us, right? We know that happens. But to actually hear it, right? It's like a punch in the gut. Now I have to say, I am a good little metaphysician, and so I knew, even in that moment, okay, I came to this retreat, I was nervous about how I would be received and what other people would think about me, and here I am, attracting an experience where I'm getting to find out exactly what one person here thinks about me. Interesting. And when we understand that our consciousness is creative, it can be tricky sometimes, and sometimes there's a tendency to want to beat ourselves up. I'm sure none of you can relate to this. And we want to ask questions like, how did I create this with my consciousness, right? And it was actually Reverend Grace Lovejoy who said, how can I heal this with my consciousness, right? Yeah. So I didn't know that phrase yet at that point, but I was aware of that, right? Because we all know there are things that have happened to us that have seemed to be the worst thing that could ever happen that end up being the best thing. Do you know what I'm saying, right? So in that moment, I'm like, okay, just stay open. Stay open, stay curious to what's here for you, right? Nevertheless, the next morning, the opening event, I am scanning the room, trying to find that voice, right? Because I knew that voice. That voice was like, in my mind, right? So I knew that voice, and there was a little problem that there were two different women in the room had that voice, which created a little quandary for me, because then I did not know which one to hate. Did I mention that this was a spiritual retreat? Yeah. So, okay then. Yeah. So it wasn't long before I found out exactly who it was, because we were right next door, right? So we had a break. We came back to our rooms from the break, and there she is. And it was one of the two women. So I was able to say, hey, just so you know, like, the walls are kind of thin in between, so we can hear everything you're saying, right? Although I found it did not bring me the satisfaction that I thought it would to let her know that, right? And also, now that I knew who it was, I was able to see and learn some things about her. Like, one, she was a couple decades older than me. So when she grew up, not a lot of gender-rich individuals openly running free, right? Also, I found out she came from a conservative family, so also not a lot of this, right? Like, not seeing that. And I couldn't help but think, because I played it in my mind again and again, about what she said. And what she said, everything she said started with, I don't understand why, right? Like, she was saying, I don't get this. So finally, at one point in the retreat, because it was indeed a spiritual retreat, we did an exercise where we went within, and I was able in that moment to tap into the presence and the power and the love that I am. And in that place of connection and openness, I thought about my next door neighbor there, and I thought about, to the degree to which she's judging me, that can't feel good to her, right? There's a reason why there's so many songs about love and being in love. Like, that's what we all want. That's what we all crave, right? And so to the degree that she's judging me, that doesn't feel good. And if she could think about it, she wants to love me, right? She wants to love me. The lie was she wants to judge me. The truth, right on the flip side, was she wants to love me. And I couldn't stop saying it. It was like a mantra in my head, like again and again. Like, she wants to love me. She wants to love me. And from that place, it became easy to forgive her. I never had to hash it out with her, right? It was just then it wasn't this forgiveness oh, I forgive you, like I'm better than you or whatever. It was just true forgiveness, understanding. She wants to love me. And not only that, I wanted to love her because, let's face it, I was being judgy about her being judgy, which made me double judgy, which sounds like a particularly bitter flavor of ice cream or something, I'll have 2 scoops of double judgy, please. Yeah. So I wanted to love her, and I wanted to love me. Because here's the thing, 15 years ago, I still had a lot more unhealed stuff about myself, right? And so if I heard that now, if I had that same experience now and I heard someone in the other room, it might sting a little. It's always weird to hear people talking about you, but I would just be I would much quicker go to, she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand, right? But 15 years ago, no, I had all this stuff, and that incident and all the work that I did on it and my invitation to have love come in and find the lie, find the truth on the flip side, it's one of the reasons I am the gender-rich individual that I am today, right? And in freedom because of what I went through, exactly. And it is no accident that I got there through spiritual practice, right? Because spiritual practice allows us to find those lies, and it guides us to the flip side. So there's a story that I love about a man who goes to the doctor. And he goes, "Doctor, I hurt all over." And the doctor says, "Well, can you be a little more specific?" And the man says, "Yeah, like right here, oh, my forehead, oh, it hurts so much. And oh yeah, and my, right there, on my, on my elbow, and oh, and my knee, right, The doctor says, I think I see what's going on. Examine the man, and then they say, you have a broken finger. So when we look at life through a fractured lens, everything hurts. But when we get to love, when we look at life through the lens of love, we see the truth, right? We find those lies and we see the truth, and we know that they want to love us, even if they don't know it yet. They want to love you, even if they don't know it yet. And you want to love them, even if you don't know it yet. And you want to love you, and you know that. You want to love you. Grounded in our spiritual practice, in that truth, we find the lies and we check on the flip side, and love is always on the flip side. Take a breath and release it with a sigh. Let us pray.
Goes ahead of me. Love blesses my way. With the power of life itself, it goes forth before me, infuses all I do and say.
Sweet Spirit, you are all that is. You are life, source, wisdom, understanding, and love. I am this love. Each and every one of us here is this love. Everyone watching at home, we are this infinite, divine, radiant love. And I accept for each and every one of us now that we easily and effortlessly release any lies, any misunderstandings, any misinformation, release it into the nothingness from which it came, and ground ourselves in the truth and that reality that we are love. And as that love saturates and infuses our entire beings, we easily and effortlessly move into knowing the truth that we want to love others, they want to love us, we want to love ourselves. And in that truth and in that knowing, we cannot help but grow more and more in this compassion and understanding on a daily. And as we do, our lives are transformed. The lives of those around us are transformed. And then that transformation moves out to the entire planet, infusing this planet and beyond with the beauty, the simplicity of love. And I am grateful. I'm grateful for this transformation. I'm grateful that we are open to it. I am grateful that we are open to you and your love, sweet Spirit. And as I release this, knowing it is done, I invite you, if you are in alignment with this prayer, to repeat after me. Amen. Ashe. And so it is.
With the power of life itself, it goes forth before me, infuses all I do and say. It is love that leads me today. It is love. It is love. It is love that leads me today in every way.
All the ushers forward, please, for the offering. Thank you so much. So much. Okay, join with me. We are looking for our. We have ushers.
Do we have ushers?
I see them. I see them
Oh,
against
okay,
the glare. Would you close the door in the back, please? Thank you. It's so hard to see. Light shining
Yeah.
in there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Please join me in the offering affirmation. For all that I am,
All that I am,
for all that I have,
for all that I have,
for all that I give,
for all that I give,
and for all that I receive,
and for all that I receive,
I am truly grateful.
I am truly grateful. All right, awesome. We have another song.
You ready to sing while they pass and while you give and receive and all that? I'm going to do another one, another sing along.
This one's super easy. You'll get it.
You'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Goes like this. I open to the good that is mine. I open to the good that is mine. I open. I open. I open, open, open to the good that is mine. That's it. I open to the good that is mine. I open to the good that is mine. I open. I open. I open, open, open to the good that is mine.
Holy, good, holy, abundance, holy, all is wholly mine. Bless me, let me now accept me, all good, so good, all the time. Holy, good, holy, abundant, holy, all is wholly mine. Bless me, let me now accept me, all good, so good, all the time.
I open
To the good that is mine, I open. To the good that is mine, I open.
Yes, I do.
I open. I open, open, open to the good that is mine.
I
Holy,
open
good, holy, abundant,
to the
holy,
good
all
that
is
is
holy
mine.
mine.
I
Bless me, let me
open
now accept
to the
me, all good,
good
so
that is
good, all the
mine.
time.
I
Holy,
open.
good, holy, abundance,
I
holy, all is
open.
holy mine.
I
Bless me,
open,
let me
open,
now
open
accept
to the
me, all
good
good, so
that is
good, all the
mine.
time.
I
Holy,
open.
good, holy, abundance,
I
holy,
open.
all is holy mine.
I
Bless me,
open,
let me
open,
now
open
accept
to the
me, all good, so
that
good,
is
all the
mine.
time.
you. Oh, and just so you know, there's a table in the other room with some delicious delights from our beloved Melissa and Z.
We
So
wanted
check
to-
out the table.
We wanted to say something
Can we
about
say
that.
something
Can we?
about that?
Go
Is that
right
all right?
Tell them
ahead.
about the
Okay,
table.
so we are online and traveling ministers, so we don't have a brick and mortar. We have a van that you'll see out there, and we're online, and then we travel all around. So we have our little Oh My God Life mini market over there out in that room, which helps support our work in the world. So we have T-shirts that say "Love is the only truth." We actually have these free little affirmations cards, and it happens to say "Love is the only truth," and the only truth is love. We have fridge magnets and T-shirts and music, of course, and books and all kinds of groovy stuff. And
And we have a mailing list that is free. We would love to have you on it. Okay, so I like to say, if you enjoyed us today, we'd like to have you on our mailing list. If you didn't like us, don't sign up for our mailing list.
unless you're, I don't know, masochist.
Okay,
I
no,
guess.
let's not. So we create and send out 2 brand new videos every month. We also each have a blog. So these videos are prayers, affirmations, songs. They're really awesome. And so you get 2 brand new one of those each month, and then a blog from each of us. And then the most fun that I think we do is that every year we write a new birthday song. We make a video of it, and on the morning of our friends on our mailing list birthday at 12:02 a.m. on the morning of your birthday,
Yeah, the night owls get it.
you
then.
get
Yeah.
a video from us wishing you happy birthday. So if you would like that, please sign up, and we'll take hugs regardless. And
Oh yeah, we have a card on our table that has all our social media stuff, because whenever we're on tour, we're ending a 3-month tour right now. So we always post on Facebook, and you can follow us along, and that's fun. I also want to thank Reverend Eli again for having us. I want to thank Lauren and Val and Cheryl and Leah and Susan and everyone who's contributed to this service, all the folks in the
Including
kitchen.
Gitanjali, who isn't
Grateful
here,
for
but-
that cake, and Gitanjali, who got us all set up. So, and your beautiful community. So thank you again.
Thank you.
And hi, Mom, if you're watching. Hope you like the flowers.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Okay, that's it.
I would like to say that Melissa sang happy birthday to me before she met Z. Years
She's
ago.
been doing it a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was one of the coolest birthday gifts I got. Yeah.
Yay.
Very cool, because out of the clear blue sky, there it came. Okay, clear blue sky. Let's go into prayer briefly. Okay. Oh, Father, Mother God, thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for everyone that has shown up to support this special community. We are so blessed by the leadership that we have here, by the changes that have happened in this community. And we are so blessed to be part of a new coming, a new being in Centers for Spiritual Living. And so on this day, we stand fully, wholly, and completely embracing every single person that is here, every single prayer that has come into the prayer box, every single person that is supporting this ministry financially so we can keep the doors open, so that we have a safe place to come, and also to be able to stand in prayer for anybody who is feeling issues around their physical well-being. Put your hand on your heart if that's you. Oh, and uplifting anybody that is feeling challenges in relationships, and especially being tender today on Mother's Day. Put your hand on your heart if that is you. And uplifting anybody that is going through challenges with financial situations and looking for more prosperity and well-being in their lives. And if you have somebody special on your heart today that needs an additional boost of prayer, I like to call them booster prayers, put their names out here, right here and now. Share their names with us. They are loved, and feel free. Yes, name their people. Name your people. Yes. And for names that are not yet mentioned, they still are known in the mind and heart of God. And so every single prayer, every single blessing is heard in the mind of God today. We hold every single one with deep love, knowing that infinite wisdom and power and presence is available and present to every single one of us, and we claim that as our good. We claim that as our truth right here and right now. You are loved. You are love. You are blessed, and you are a blessing. And we are grateful for you. I let this word go now with absolute gratitude and with deep, deep love. And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Beautiful.
We have a final closing song, and your part is this. Yes.
Yes.
When I do this,
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Oh, you're so good. I'm telling you. I like you guys. We're going to take you on. You can come in our van with us on the road.
There's plenty of room.
Lots of room in there.
25 feet. It's good.
Try that again.
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
Are you ready? Yes. All right. Let's do it.
There's a singing part. You'll get it. Yes, 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 yes. I say
Yes.
to the greatest good you have for me.
Yes.
To this good, and I let it bless me. All of the good that you wanna bring, I allow it, and I say,
Yes.
I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. Do it again. I say yes, 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 yes. I say yes. I say yes, 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 yes. I say
Yes.
to the greatest love you have for me.
Yes.
To this love, and I let it bless me. All of the love that you wanna bring, I allow it, and I say
Yes.
yes. I say
Yes, 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 yes. I say yes.
I say
Yes, 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 yes. I say yes.
after Z,
So much good.
so much good,
Right on time.
right on time.
I can take it
I can take it,
because it's mine.
'cause it's mine.
Spirit's gonna give it,
Spirit's gonna give it,
and I'm gonna get it
and I'm gonna get it.
because I align
I align
with the divine.
the divine.
Yes, I align with the divine.
All of the good that you wanna bring, I allow it. What do I say? I say
Yes.
yes. I say
Yes, 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 yes. I say yes.
I say
Yes, 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 yes. I say
I
yes.
say yes.
Yes, 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 yes. I say yes.
I say yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yes, yes, yes, yes.
I say
I say
yes,
yes, yes, yes, yes. I say yes. And so it is. Amen.
Have an awesome
Happy
day.
Sunday. All right.
Are you guys waiting to be excused? Please enjoy yourselves. Go into the social hall. Have a good one. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure. Till the next time.
Have a good week, Lauren.
Thank you. You too.
How many chairs did you want?